Hello, it's Mama Jess. This is Mama Jess resting in bed. This is definitely something you need to learn from a mother. It seems like a lot of moms run around crazy. They're either addicted or running around in spandex, going to the gym, or just super busy. But you definitely need to learn how to rest. That's one of the most important things in this crazy culture. So I continue to rest my worn out nervous system. And I've had to do this before, so I know exactly what I need to do. I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need to get on medication. I don't need to label myself anxious or depressed. You just have to rest. You take in really good nutrition. You get light movement. And if you can, try to dunk your body in cold water. Fortunately, I'm by the ocean, so I can get myself down to the beach and get into that very cold Pacific, and it's very good for the nervous system. If you don't have access to a cold plunge of any kind, you can get a 5-gallon bucket and fill it with water and ice and just dunk your head at least, and that really helps cool you down. Because the nervous system has this way about it that when it gets inflamed, it doesn't want to calm down, so you need to put the fire out. So anyway, there were a couple videos that I forgot to post, so things are out of order, but I don't think I'm going to share these other videos. I'll just tell you real quick. At one video, I was leaving where I was living, and I was just kind of teary, sharing that I was really feeling tired and emotional, and yet very relieved. And the other video was when I went to the post office. I met 2 ladies standing in line, and I don't even know how we got talking about this, but they both had experiences with narcissists. One was maybe a spouse, the other was their parent, but they both had been severely abused and had to flee the situation and lose housing and live in their car or sleep in their car for a night or however long. So I just found that to be very confirming. You know, we go through these really interesting, almost seems like coincidences, but if you believe in God, you feel it more like it's a confirmation that you're right on track. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. So we're coming upon Thanksgiving, and I am not up for socializing right now. It takes a lot of energy to socialize, and so I'm kind of in a point in my own little hospital ICU here, not accepting visitors. So for those of you out there who are you're feeling disheartened because Thanksgiving and holidays in general are just a bummer. Maybe you got super dysfunctional family. Maybe you feel like you have to be happy around them all the time. Maybe it's just a miserable, dreary experience because your parents are divorced. Maybe there's a bunch of stepchildren and oddball siblings, and you hardly even know what's going on and who's your family anymore. Just know it's okay if you're feeling bad about it. You don't have to be happy about all of the crap and the crap that your parents have brought upon you, that they want you to be happy for them in their divorce or whatever. Like, you don't have to be happy. You don't have to be up for the holidays. Even if you don't want to do a holiday, you don't have to. You don't have to go. Go do something else. I've had holidays by myself because I had it. I was like, I don't want to participate with all what feels like just chaos and confusion, like family confusion. So allow yourself that freedom to go make it whatever you want it to be. again, I know people focus around all the food and all the eating. Like, it's a day about being grateful. You don't have to overeat and make yourself sick. Just find something that you enjoy. Thank God, even that you have this awareness that you have a crazy family, or whatever it is that you're awakening to, whether there are abuses, narcissism, codependency, just the general pleasure-seeking or self-centeredness, or just goofy. People can just be so goofy. And if you're waking up to that, be grateful. Even if you're bummed out about it, it's a really big deal to be waking up and no longer participating in delusions and supporting people in their delusions about who they are or what they think life is. Or, like, you don't have to support toxic people, making them feel good about being bad. So I'm just going to rest. I'm loving the rest. So you need to learn this from a mother. If you need to rest, go easy. Learn to, even when you're overwhelmed, just walk slow, talk slow, eat slow. Just start slowing your system down and give it a chance to recharge. Kind of like when you have to plug your phone in because the battery's low. Just know that you're low. And the way that you can recharge is getting away from anything that drains you and seek God and rest, sleep. Take an easy walk. Try to take a walk with your shoes off on the grass. That's actually very valuable in this electronic age. But yeah, that's my little Thanksgiving message. So I'm thinking of you and I'm praying for you, and I want you to find the peace and the rest and the joy and the righteous life, and not be abused anymore, wherever you are. And just know that the culture in itself, I would say, is very violent, and it's bombarding us all the time. And it's too loud, it's too fast, it's too much. So my hope is that you can find those little underground railroads to freedom, to just a more peaceful, simple life, and not subscribe to all of the insanity that's everywhere. Because it's insane if you're doing things that destroy you. Okay, that is not God's way. You want to be aligned with God with a sober mind so that you can promote life and wellness. So I love wellness more than anything, but it seems that most of the time wherever I go, there are people that don't, and they don't want to support me in what I know will support wellness. Most people just want to continue in their unsustainable ways and harm people, and they harm themselves. So it's the madness. Anyway, what's my point? I just screwed up on the 2 videos. I was supposed to post them, but I don't want to now because it'll be out of order and I'm resting. And I just want to encourage you to have a nice holiday and go easy. All right, I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.